Hi guys, and welcome to another session of Honest Talk About Women, where you'll learn tips, tricks and strategies on how to navigate the minefields of dating and relationships. Don't forget to hit the like button, subscribe to the channel, and also comment in the comments section. It all helps with the YouTube algorithm. If you have a story you want to share with viewers, you can contact me. My email address listed below. So let's get into it, guys. So we have a viewer story today. My husband, 39 male, and I, 34 female, are starting to have some major problems, specifically about housekeeping. He won't do anything around the house unless he is specifically asked, like doing the dishes, taking out the garbage, cleaning cat litters, etc. His reason is that mess doesn't bother him and a clean environment isn't as important to him like it is to me. Also, because of his ADHD, he doesn't notice the mess. Anyway, his solution was that he is more than willing to help around the house, but I got to ask him to do it instead of expecting it. I told him I don't agree with that, but I'll try it out. And if I'm truly not okay with it, then it's the reason why I leave him. After our talk, he's been a little bit more helpful around the house and even talked about hiring a cleaning lady to come once a week to help me out. What I'm having an issue with is that I'm not noticing this issue in other parts of our relationship. He doesn't want date night and he refuses to get me flowers on my birthday, wedding, anniversaries because he thinks it's a stupid idea. What do you think I should do? Okay, well, thank you, viewer, for your story. Let's get right into it. Firstly, it's not every guy's cup of tea to do work around the house, but there's a bare minimum needed for hygiene reasons, and you've got to have no food scraps in the kitchen, you've got to have no dirty dishes left in the sink. It attracts rodents, it attracts all sorts of insects, and you've got to have a clean kitchen and relatively clean house. So he's offered to pay for a cleaner, which a lot of guys do. I can talk from experience. I've had many cleaners in the past. They come in and do a good job. There's a certain level you got to do yourself before you get the cleaner in. And if you're in a relationship, it's compulsory that you get in and do the basics, and then get a cleaner on top of that to do the vacuum cleaning, the other stuff and things like that. So what should this lady do? Well, you've had an honest talk to him, which is great. But it doesn't sound like he's house trained, and you're married. So did you not sort this out? Could you not work this out beforehand, before you lived together, before you got married? Or when you stayed over at his place, did you not see the hygiene level that he is accustomed to? Because this all speaks volumes when you get married, and it can be very irritating and drive you nuts. And forget about kids, because if you have kids, it's going to be 10 times as bad, the mess around the house, because kids do not clean up after themselves. Babies make a hell of a mess, and it's a real marriage breaker. So I don't think kids are on the agenda, but look, he's offered to pay and to get in the cleaner, but he's got to do the bare basics to get there. So what are the options? You could put a roster on the fridge door, but that sounds a bit childish. It's the sort of thing you do with teenage kids. You have them doing a roster to follow, and then you tick it off. They tick it off when they've done it. You could use his credit card to get an extensive clean of the house, and maybe get a cleaner every day. And when it starts hitting him in his pocket, then he'll start to lift his guard and start doing the elementary cleaning. But then again, that's not good money relationship, and in a tight economy that we're in at the moment, there'll be money thrown out the door. So my perception is this guy, his mum did everything for him, and you need to be his mum. And I don't know whether you've got time for that or not, because a lot of women don't have time to be mum to a boy that hasn't been taught the basics. So it could be a deal breaker. I know cleanliness is a big thing for a lot of ladies, and there are a couple of notches ahead of guys when it comes to cleanliness. The women I've lived with are always a couple of notches above me in terms of cleanliness, and I understand that. And I've got cleaners in, but I've also had to do my own part, and no dirty dishes in the sink, wipe down the bench when it's used, no crumbs left lying around, because it just attracts ants and all sorts of other rodents that you don't want in your house. So he hasn't had the basic training. His mum may have mothered him. In terms of ADHD, I'm not too sure how that affects house discipline or house hygiene, that's a different area of expertise where someone had to comment on. In terms of flowers, I can understand certain guys not purchasing flowers on certain days like Valentine's Day, because the flowers go up, especially red roses, go up 300, 400, 500%. And a lot of guys don't have $100 to spend on roses, but this guy's got money. He's prepared to pay for a cleaner. Therefore, he should be doing the flowers on a wedding anniversary day. All he needs to do is Google Calendar it, or strike up a relationship with a local florist who pencils it into their diary and has it delivered to your house every 12 months. It's not hard to do. So he needs to lift his game a bit, and it is a deal breaker. And unfortunately, I don't know whether you can retrain someone who's 39. All comes down to attitude. I've employed hundreds of people. The younger they are, the easier it is to train people. And at 39, he's pretty much halfway through his working life, and I think he'd be set in his ways. So it doesn't bode well, and I wish you all the best, but it could be a sunk cause. It could be a sunk cause. But anyway, that's it for today, guys. If you want any tips and tricks on dating and relationships, buy my book on Amazon Kindle, Alpha Dating. It's a very good read. Plenty of tricks and tips there at a very reasonable price. You can get into your inbox in seconds, and you get benefits way in excess of what it costs. So do click on Alpha Dating, which takes you to Kindle Amazon to purchase. Until next time, take care.